Okay, I'm coming to you from my commissary kitchen space, a place that I just signed on to last week. Had the inspection on Sunday, a few days ago, and have been in here. I was in here at 5 in the morning, and it's nighttime right now. I did go home at one point, but I've been here a good part of the day. And this is a pretty big milestone for me, not just for maybe the obvious reasons of the kind of growth of Elemento, but more in the recognition of the need to pivot and to do that early. So I only launched about 3 weeks ago, and I was working with a caterer at that time, and the caterer did a fantastic job. But what I realized very early on, within a week or two, was that I wasn't getting my hands on the product. I wasn't seeing it, I wasn't testing it, I wasn't tasting it. And I was just sort of submitting a recipe or submitting an order and then picking it up and then delivering it. And I really felt uncomfortable by that, something that I didn't think I would. If we go back a year ago, anyone that would ask me, I was talking more about staying in my lane, just being the marketing guy, building the brand, and just working in this kind of lean style, and having third-party vendors and suppliers and things like that. I didn't want any part to do with the food or anything. And then I sort of broke out of that, might have been an insecurity really, and started to play around with at least coming up with the recipes myself, coming up with the types of food that I wanted, and just getting a little bit of help. So I was taking a few baby steps into that, and that was in about the fall. And then in the winter, I was actually testing them at home, just with my kids and my wife, and we were sort of trying, because we couldn't ask a caterer to make 12 different versions of something. So we were kind of playing around with things and seeing what we liked and what our kids liked. But I still was on that notion of having a caterer, and that I would still be at arm's length from it. And within 1 week or 2 weeks, it didn't feel right. I felt that if at the end of the day you're judged by your product, you're judged by what people are paying for, and if you're not really close to it, and if you don't really dig in and know exactly what's going on behind the scenes, you don't know what to fix, and you don't know how to improve. And so I'm kind of proud. I'm proud of myself for making a pivot this quickly, for digging in and realizing that as much of a help as my caterer was, and I may continue to work with them in other capacities and things like that, I need to be in the kitchen. I need to be testing things. I'm the one talking to parents and asking what their kids thought of it. I need to come back in here and try things 7 or 8 different ways until it's right. I'm not a chef. I spent way too long in here today just like fumbling around and looking and trying to find where things were and stuff like that. But that's part of it, and that's part of the journey, and I'm glad that I'm on that journey. So yeah, it's late. I actually have deliveries to make now, and then I get to go home and maybe pour myself a drink and get some rest. My eyes are pretty bloodshot, aren't they? Okay, thanks for listening. See you again.